Kristen from Sales Central, your go-to source for the latest trends and insights in the world of sales. Today we will be discussing the recent onset of video conferencing technologies for sales calls such as GoToMeeting and what they mean for traditional face-to-face techniques. Will they pose no threat at all? Will they eliminate the need for face-to-face interactions? Or is there another possibility altogether? This topic is of critical importance to sales strategy and sales managers in all industries. Notably, this topic affects companies in the business of selling technologically advanced products to time-conscious consumers. Given the tech-savvy nature of such companies' operations, some may rationalize that adopting an entirely technological approach to sales calls makes the most sense, and it is crucial that they stay ahead of the curve. In reality, the selection of a sales call technique is complex and dependent on a number of factors. To maximize dollars and efficiency, it is of the utmost importance for companies to select the optimal sales call technique. And by viewing this video today, you'll become one step closer to being able to make the decision that best suits your organization's needs. In this video, you'll be able to get a first-hand look into the lives of 3 sales professionals who utilize face-to-face and video conferencing sales call techniques, either separately or in combination. At the end of this video, you'll be provided with Sales Central's recommendation for your organization. Without further ado, let's dive into the world of sales. We'll start off by chatting with Remington, a sales executive at YYZ Corporation who uses face-to-face sales calls on a daily basis.
Working at YYZ has given me opportunities I could have never dreamed of. The opportunities to meet big clients and build my network cannot be overstated. And our company-wide in-person sales policy gives me the chance to build that personal connection that is lacking in video conferences. The steadily increasing number of companies who are utilizing video conferences is giving us a competitive advantage. I remember my coffee chat with Alex Mitchell, and he said that an increasing number of companies are taking the depersonalized approach to sales calls, which is giving companies like us a differentiation and competitive advantage. He also went on to highlight that the risks associated with technology and other distractions that could occur during a virtual meeting makes it harder to establish that connection than face-to-face.
Studies from Oxford Economics show that for every dollar invested in travel expenses, it will yield $12.50 in revenues and up to $3.80 to the bottom line. Financially, it doesn't seem to make sense. Additionally, the same study concluded that if the company totally eliminated business travel, corporate profits would probably drop 17% in the first year. It would take more than 3 years to reach the same level as before the travel budget cuts. I read a quote from Dr. Carlos Ferrin, a professor at Pennsylvania State University, who said it's harder to follow cues such as expressions on people's faces in video conferencing. Besides, there's still many potential clients who are quite comfortable committing to big deals virtually.
I do recognize a couple of shortcomings when using face-to-face sales techniques. Traveling to see clients, albeit very valuable, can have a significant impact on time and resources, both financial and otherwise. Also, Alex Mitchell mentioned that face-to-face meetings bring another element of uncertainty in terms of people and environment. When you have to see your client, you're in their world and arguably have less control over how the meeting plays out. Still, I am a fan of face-to-face selling because it really allows me to develop personal connections with customers, which is of the utmost importance to our organization.
Next, we'll be sitting down with Abby, a sales executive from NOP Limited. Abby's company takes a fully technological approach to sales calls, utilizing video conferencing techniques to communicate with customers.
At NOP, we sell software security solutions to our customers through video conferencing sales calls. NOP's decision to adopt the sales approach stemmed from budget cut pressures from our board of directors, as well as the facts and figures that point to video conferencing as being the superior selling model. Dr. James Oldroyd, the world's top researcher in mathematics of selling, concluded that video conferencing is growing 15 times faster than face-to-face sales, and a Business Week analysis of the 2 techniques uncovered that video conferencing can be about 10 times cheaper. Brent Arsenal, VP of Marketing at Unisphere, said that a lead that would cost $20 virtually could cost $200 to $1,000 in person. Besides incurring cost savings, I find that it's easier to sell this way since I can screen share or physically show product demos in real time. As written in the book Selling to Anyone Over the Phone, video conferencing helps to shorten the sales cycle and prevents repetition because a sales exec can schedule meetings faster and more frequently, as well as engage with all the decision makers at once. Video conferencing also allows for the potential for new business that could not have been possible in the past due to distance or cost considerations. Additionally, as Professor Alex Mitchell from Queen's School of Business puts it, video conferencing allows for ease and greater opportunity in recording meetings for later analysis. My colleague from Nationwide Banking told me about the time that his company partnered with Cisco to provide video conferencing services to potential customers. He mentioned a great insight from the head of Future Customer Experience, Richard Searle. If you cannot provide a meeting time that suits the customer, 30% of the time they will leave to the competitor. Nationwide experienced a 66% increase in mortgage sales. A couple of downsides that I do see from using solely video conferencing sales techniques is that we're not able to engage with customers face-to-face. As a result, it can be difficult to develop a personal relationship with customers, especially in those all-important initial meetings. With the lack of relationship building, clients are less inclined to agree to a deal. In the words of Professor John Kirk Plonuson from Queen's School of Business, it's easier to say no if you haven't spent $10,000 to see me. Video conferencing also demands an entirely different skill set from sales reps and executives, and adds a layer of complexity and uncertainty that Professor Alex Mitchell refers to as gremlins.
Next, we will be chatting with Kathleen from ABC Corp. In her day-to-day life as a sales executive, Kathleen utilizes both video conferencing and face-to-face selling techniques.
We have been successful at decreasing our travel expenses by decreasing the number of employees that we fly to all of our meetings. Instead, we've begun to adopt an integrated method, sending one sales representative to meet our client in person, and then video conferencing in the rest of the team. This is an emerging practice that Sprint Nextel uses since they put high value on in-person meetings. Overall, it allows us to maintain the personal touch and gain trust from our clients without sacrificing sales strategy. In terms of the training involved, Professor Plonuson mentioned the means of adaptation for companies looking to adopt video conferencing technologies. For example, a sales representative using video conferencing techniques will need training on how to interact, how to ask questions, and there's more involved overall. There's a movement towards integrating more video conferencing techniques. Another great way to use it is for follow-up meetings. Video conferencing allows more flexibility so you can do it from your office and conduct many more meetings in a short amount of time. So while you're not sacrificing the initial trust build-up in face-to-face meetings since you've already established that, video conferencing becomes inherently valuable on those many follow-up meetings that may not require an in-person conversation. A study by Oxford Economics concluded that there is less of a divide between face-to-face meetings and virtual connections. The two are actually complementing each other.
While video conferencing technologies like Skype and GoToMeeting are recognized for their reduction in costs while increasing productivity and flexibility, they lack that essential human element that comes from face-to-face interactions. Thus, we recommend a combination of traditional and new-age sales call techniques in order to maximize a sales organization's operations. We recommend that you check out these additional resources for further study, as well as this frequently asked questions page. Thank you for watching, and good luck.